assessment, however. I only considered the capabilities of a typical Sith. Clearly, you are not a typical Sith. I will adjust future calibrations to account for your unprecedented abilities.
Quinn, you know just what to say.
I'm not too proud to acknowledge when I'm mistaken. Incursion into the arms factory will be a monumental feat. I'm excited by the prospect of you laying waste to that place.
So, I excite you, do I?
Well, what I meant was, when I imagine all the ways you will shape the galaxy, I get very excited. Yes.
How easily you fluster, Lieutenant.
Well, my lord, your question was a bit surprising. My mind is on the task at hand.
It's called multitasking, Lieutenant. Look into it.
I am always interested in bettering myself, my lord. May I continue to brief you on the Balmoran Arms Factory?
I reserve the right to readdress this issue in the future.
That is your prerogative, of course. It's been my extreme honor to serve you. You are the epitome of everything the Empire stands for.
I'm going to miss your rugged good looks, Quinn.
Maybe our paths will cross once more, my lord. I cannot think of a more glorious and honorable way to make a difference in the galaxy than to serve you. I'm here to pledge myself to you. I'm ready and willing to serve in whatever capacity you see fit.
Whatever capacity I see fit. How exciting.
More like nauseating.
Please, not now, Vet.
My lord, I have settled into my quarters and fully acquainted myself with the ship. I am at your disposal.
I should probably inspect those quarters, Captain.
You'll find them spotless and in order, my lord. You'll also find that I'm fully trained in all aspects of operating this vessel. I can both navigate and pilot.
If you're half as good at evading obstacles as you are my advances, then my ship is in good hands.
I'm here to do a job, my lord. My lord, permission to speak. I have thoughts about our present undertaking.
I think it's adorable how you look out for my well-being.
Respectfully, you are my commander, and it is my duty to offer any assistance I can. It will be a pleasure to put this overheated sandbox behind us.
You look good with the tan, Captain.
I hope it hides my blushes, my lord.
You wish to speak?
Yes, my lord. I wanted to update you on the condition of your ship. It has responded extremely well to my optimizations. I'm pleased to report that we are operating at peak efficiency.
I'm glad to hear it. Keep up the good work.
I fully intend to, my lord.
Your demeanor makes me tense, Captain. Work on loosening up.
I see. Actually, my lord, I don't see. Is that an order, or are you testing my professionalism?
I don't make requests, Quinn. Consider everything out of my mouth to be mandatory.
Then I will do my best to, loosen up. Permission to speak freely, my lord?
You may always speak freely, Quinn.
I'll keep that in mind. There's a reason I was languishing on Balmora before you arrived. A decade ago, I served under Moff Broysk at the Battle of Druckenwell. Moff Broysk made a critical oversight that brought the fleet to the brink of complete defeat. I ignored his order and turned the tide to victory.
Then you are to be commended.
That's not how the Moff saw it. Broysk took credit for the reversal, which is fine. But then he court-martialed me. Darth Baras assigned me to Balmora, or my career would have been over. Moff Broysk has blocked every transfer and promotion I've been up for since.
I have no tolerance for fools like this Moff.
I could say more about him, my lord, but my point is made. I serve you now, I have no regrets. I'll return to my duties. My lord, I have been working on something in my spare time. You may be interested.
Go ahead, regale me.
Years ago, I was zeroing in on a notorious SIS agent called Valoran. When Moff Broysk recalled me to the Battle of Druckenwell, I had the spy cornered. I briefed Broysk so that he could send someone else to take Valoran out. He ignored the opportunity.
What is so important about this Valoran?
Over the years, he has single-handedly caused more damage to the Empire than any other Republic operative. One missed opportunity has led to a decade of unnecessary losses. I know Valoran's signature, and by tracking his accomplishments, I've picked up his scent.
It is imperative that you track him down.
Very good, my lord. I'll keep you abreast of my progress. My lord, my efforts to locate SIS agent Valoran have finally paid off. There is a small window of opportunity to confront him.
I can handle the matter personally. Permission to intercept and bring him down.
There's no time to waste. He must finally be stopped.
I appreciate your decisiveness, my lord.
The Empire will finally be served. I'll return shortly.
My lord, I'm back from my mission. I'm pleased to report Agent Valoran's decade of espionage has been brought to an end. It is a great day for the Empire.
It isn't every day you close the book on an old score.
It is long overdue.
Thank you for allowing me to pursue this, my lord.
You could drop the stoic soldier routine when we're in private. Show me a little attention.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Don't tell me I'm not your type.
Indeed, my lord, you are not a type at all. I dare say you are a wholly unique woman. But my work demands complete concentration, and well, I'm not used to juggling business with pleasure.
No lame excuses or explanations. If you're not interested, just say so. Now, let's get back to our duties.
By all means, my lord.
My lord, I'd appreciate it if you could speak with Vet. Ask her not to disturb me when I'm working.
Exactly how is she disturbing you?
She's not wired for military precision. And there's no filter on that Twi'lek mouth. When I was tracking down Agent Valoran, she must have overheard me refer to Moff Broysk, and now she persistently pesters me about him. She keeps slipping his name nonsensically into conversations just to annoy me. Says she won't stop until I tell her why I hate the man.
She wants to get to know you, Quinn. It wouldn't kill you to make friends.
With her? My lord, please. It's neither appropriate nor in the Empire's interest to discuss the matter with non-military personnel. Besides, knowing her, the details of Broysk's collapse at Druckenwell and his and my subsequent conflict would only give her more fodder.
Leave it to me. She'll stop bothering you.
I was hoping you'd say that, my lord. Thank you. My lord, I seek advice. As a military man, above all else, I value discipline, the chain of command, and uncompromising dedication to serving the Empire's interests. But there's a built-in dilemma. When my instincts tell me that a superior is jeopardizing the Empire, it makes my path less clear.
That's the problem with the military. No matter what rank, no one should be above reproach.
That has been a difficult lesson to learn. But it's tricky. The criteria to challenge a superior must never be softened.
I stood by as Moff Broysk's random whims compromised countless missions. It is a mistake I refuse to repeat. Defying him ruined my career, but I should have done it sooner. No matter the consequences.
If he made you this tenacious and exacting, you owe him a great debt.
That is a startling perspective, my lord.
Your example and guidance give me clarity. Thank you. I am more focused now.
I have no complaints about your thoroughness or commitment.
I'll never give you reason to, my lord.
I won't take up any more of your time. My lord, you've caused me some difficulty, and I'd like to confirm that it was unintended. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, but some time ago it seems you expressed an interest in me beyond our professional relationship.
I've left you tossing and turning in your bunk at night, have I?
In a manner of speaking. Which is why I bring it up. I'll admit you have a knack for surprising me. I'm typically swifter on my toes. I should have immediately said that any personal involvement between us could cloud judgment and compromise your campaigns.
I like taking risks.
My lord, I am drawn to you, make no mistake. But this should not continue. It's improper.
It's the impropriety that makes it so exciting. To be continued, Captain.
I'll just return to my duties then. My lord, I've been tracking a series of broken Imperial signals on an encrypted channel. Tremendous interference. I've identified the source, Major Ovech, commander of Moff Broisk's elite infiltrator unit. But that's all.
Who is this Major Ovech? Have you heard of him?
I know him well, my lord. Served with him under Moff Broisk for many years. He's an unmatched leader. Moff Broisk's command ship does not respond when hailed. My gut says there's trouble. Permission to investigate further.
I know you wouldn't waste time with anything that wasn't important.
Thank you, my lord.
My lord, I was able to clear the channel and get to the bottom of Major Ovech's relays. He's in a state of emergency. Patching him through now.
My lord, your captain there is 1 in a million. I'd given up hope anyone out there would hear my distress calls.
He's proven himself invaluable to me, on many occasions.
Wish I still had him in my detail. Probably would have avoided this. Moff Broisk dispatched me and my officers to a secret weapons warehouse on Kata Nemoidia. Trouble is, it ain't a secret no more. We're holed up, surrounded by Republic forces. Trying to get Broisk to send the rest of my unit, but he's gone radio silent.
It's worse than that, my lord. The Major's ship has been commandeered by Broisk's personal commandos and ordered to stay put.
That tears it. Seen it 100 times with Broisk. Better to cut bait and let good soldiers die than admit a mistake.
Most people in power are driven by ego over integrity.
Broisk wrote the handbook on that. Enemy was pausing between breaths, gearing up to charge again. Looks like the end of the line for me, but I'm not going out without a fight. Ovech, out.
My lord, Major Ovech would be a terrible loss. I served on his ship, know it like the back of my hand. I can infiltrate and try to restore command to his men. Then they would be free to join the fight.
Why are you still standing here? Go.
Yes, my lord. My lord, returning from action. Pleased to report Major Ovech and most of his officers have been saved. I was able to infiltrate Ovech's starship and seize control of the operating systems. I identified where his men were being held, freed them, and locked Moff Broisk's occupying force on the bridge. Ovech's men promptly rescued him.
Amazing job, Quinn. I'm thankful you're on our side.
You're too kind, my lord. The Empire is stronger with Major Ovech. It would have been a shame if he was squandered. Thank you for the opportunity. I'll return to my duties.
My lord, thank you for your attention. I must officially request to be reassigned.
Not going to happen.
My lord, I must speak freely then.
I am compromised. Thoughts of you have begun to distract me. My feelings affect my ability to concentrate. I cannot, in good conscience, continue to serve.
All that tension will dissolve away if you just give in to your feelings.
If we were involved, we might not be able to act if the other's life would be forfeit.
Our feelings will make us so strong, nothing can threaten us.
I'm going to kiss you now, my lord. Now, more than just duty and honor will be driving my work.
That was just a taste. There's much more to come.
I'm counting on it. My lord, I've just been informed that I have passed the trials for captain. 2nd grade.
I'm happy for you, Quinn.
Thank you, my lord. I don't seek acknowledgement. It requires your approval to go into effect.
Consider it done.
Very good, my lord. My lord, I've been dealing with a situation that's getting out of hand. Moff Broisk contacted the ship and was incensed to find me at the helm. He's been sending recorded messages that are progressively more nonsensical. He's always been scattered and aggressive, but now he seems completely unhinged.
The next time he comes calling, I will speak with the man.
I would appreciate that, my lord. Tens of thousands of soldiers and some of our most critical campaigns are at the mercy of his commands.
The man is a liability.
I find myself agreeing with you. My lord, Moff Broisk's holotransmissions have increased. They are beginning to disrupt operations. He's nearly incoherent. I can only assume some sort of dementia has set in. I have him on holo right now. I believe it's going to take your personal touch to assuage the situation.
Patch him through.
Here he is, my lord.
Through the coop! Your new cage will be smaller and tighter. Coffin size, urn size, in a locket, or wear around my neck.
He's unlikely to stop, my lord. He didn't even know he was on hold.
Druckenware proved my point. My glory is mine. Mine! You're nobody!
The man has lost all sense.
As I said.
Where's my blaster? I'll shoot your face! Personally! And again! Druckenwell won't save you. I could blow Balmorra away! I'll blow Balmorra away this time! Wait. What? Gone? Where do you... There's a Sith on this. Why did you transfer me, Rajnik? I'll ship you off to Balmorra too!
Rojnik is his communications officer. This is how it's been.
Rajnik, am I through? I'm through? Yes or no? I don't see. Is this broken? All I see is a Sith!
It's like a space collision. You can't help but watch.
Wait now. I'm understanding this. It was you, Sith, wasn't it? You dared to liberate the Admiral. Have you lost your mind?
He calls me Admiral Malcontent. He seems to think that's my actual rank and name.
Don't you know he's the one who lost the Battle of Talay?
Broisk's earliest command. Before I was born.
It was his blunder that allowed the escaped Jedi targets to flee Taris before the bombardment.
Ancient history. Broisk wasn't even born.
He sabotaged the Glory Space Station, for crying out loud.
I have no idea what that is.
I hear him. I'm talking. His insubordination is lethal, paralyzing. It threatens the Empire, and you do nothing.
You need to be muzzled, madman. Locked away before you do serious damage.
You will not defy me. Fight his disease, Sith. Save yourself and deliver him to me for execution. Now! Are you listening?
Quinn, end the transmission.
Right away.
He must be ended once and for all.
With Broisk in command, the Empire is in critical danger. I must implore High Command to do something about him.
If there's anything I can do to help, I will.
A prepared statement would be beneficial. Thank you.
Captain, do you have news? How have your efforts with the Imperial High Command gone?
Not well, my lord. I've gone as high up the chain as I can. No one will confront Moff Broisk. He's too powerful and entrenched. He will serve until he's killed, or willingly steps down. And he will never willingly step down.
It seems clear. I must deal with Broisk myself. Once and for all.
Nice to know you're ready to do what needs to be done. This is your calling, Quinn. Get to it.
I am ready, my lord. My lord, I've returned. I found Moff Broisk on a pleasure barge. He was on R&R while countless battles are raging. Despicable. I abducted him and brought him here to present to you.
Stop! Traitor! You, Sith! I commandeer your ship! Your crew! I commandeer you! Mine, now!
Do you see who has bettered you? The man you wronged has you dead to rights now.
No, never! Not possible! I shunned him! I exiled him! He was to waste away! You are my men now! I command you all! Kill! Kill yourselves! I have spoken!
My lord, I've resisted all along, but this is personal. Permission to execute the moth.
By all means, the kill should be yours.
As you command.
You cannot kill me! You are nothing! I am a moth!
Not anymore.
No! Scabs! All scabs!
The body has been disposed of, my lord. No more of Moff Broisk's men will have to endure his whims and incompetence. Thank you for seeing this through.
The Empire is better for it.
My sentiment, exactly. Without a signal emitter with Corellia space clearance, we will be noticed the minute we enter the system. But I believe I have a solution.
That's what I love about you most, Quinn. You're my answer man.
It is a job that has come with great rewards. My lord, I regret that our paths must diverge. Out of respect, I wanted to be here to witness your fate.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Your senses have always been keen. It pains me, but this entire scenario is a ruse. There's no martial law and no special signal emitter. Baras is my true master. He had me lure you here to have you killed.
I thought our relationship was real. I thought we cared about each other.
I didn't want to choose between the two of you. But he's forced my hand, and I must side with him. Once you're gone, your crew will either join Baras with me, or be killed.
Your master will run the Empire right into the ground.
Baras has always been one step ahead of every enemy. He'll lead us to victory. After all this time observing you in battle, I have exhaustively noted your strengths and weaknesses. These war droids have been programmed specifically to combat you. I calculate a near 0% chance of their failure.
Your confidence in the odds is your biggest weakness.
If anything, I am underestimating my droid's chances. You'll find they are virtually immune to you. I'm sorry it's come to this, my lord. Went wrong. I calculated precisely. You should be dead.
Your droids pushed me. It was a valiant attempt.
That's little consolation. I have betrayed you. Conspired with your most hated enemy. I don't expect your mercy.
I understand your confusion. Baras can be very persuasive. I forgive you, Quinn.
My lord, I am deeply grateful. Darth Baras would never afford me the same forgiveness. If you will permit me to stay in your charge, my dedication to you will never come into question again.
You'll just have to make this up to me in private, Captain.
That can be arranged, my lord. But this interruption has delayed you enough. I'm eager to return to the ship and put this behind us. One thing, my lord. Do you plan on telling the others what happened?
When it's appropriate, I will inform them.
I appreciate it, my lord. I will see you back at the ship. I'm fielding reports from across Imperial forces. Among the men, there's universal relief that Moff Broisk is no more.
The rest of the Empire was passive. It sickens me.
I was guilty of that for a long time. I do not feel conflicted in the least. Not about anything. Including you.
I've held back long enough. Been too rigid, too inflexible. I won't suppress my feelings and desires any longer.
I thought I'd die of old age waiting around for you. Let's discuss this further. In my chambers.
I'm glad
glad we got that settled. I'll return to my post. I hope to see you off duty again soon.
There's no doubt you will.
My lord, standard system checks are all clear. The ship and crew are operating at peak efficiency.
What about you, Quinn? Are you operating at peak efficiency?
Not exactly. There's much I wish to communicate to you, but I'm waiting for a moment of privacy.
Say it so only I can hear.
With pleasure.
I'm falling in love with you. What's more, I think you're falling in love with me. Am I wrong?
I feel the same, Quinn.
Now we've said it. Later we'll show it. Until then. I have something very important to ask you.
I'm all ears.
There's nothing we can't achieve together. I'd be honored if you would marry me.
I'll marry you, Quinn.
You've made me very happy, my lord. In light of our new commitment, perhaps you should start calling me Malavai.
I'll just call you husband. How's that?
Please, don't.
Or maybe hubby.
I know better than to take you seriously. I'm going back to work. Wife. My lord, after all we've been through, the good and the bad, I am dedicated 100% to you and your legacy. I find myself thinking about the future. I look forward to training your disciples and perhaps our children someday.
Are you debating whether or not to have children with me, Malavai?
I want nothing more. If you desire it, it will be. I'm ready.